The Philippines government and the Moro Islamic Liberation Front signed on Monday a historic peace agreement that raises hopes of lasting peace and prosperity in Mindanao after more than 40 years of conflict.
The past decade has strengthened the bonds of trust between our nations. As we look forward to a new era of stability and prosperity in southern Philippines, Malaysia is ready to help as a partner for peace.
The framework accord brokered by Malaysia and hailed by the United Nations and the United States, among others, sets a roadmap to a final peace settlement by 2016 by granting broad autonomy in the southern Philippines region in exchange for ending one of Asia's longest-running insurgencies. To the millions of people in Mindanao, this is their best hope for a better future.
We're survivors of the massacre in the village where I live in Zamboanga City.
Zamboanga City?
Yeah, Zamboanga City.
One misconception is people from outside always see this as a religious conflict between Muslims and Christians. But basically we always tell them that this is a political conflict, this is a political issue which needs a political solution.
We agree with the principles and also the reason for the struggle, social injustice. We were politically marginalized, economically disenfranchised, and because of the war, we were even culturally alienated from and all these things. So we have to depend on it. We have to assert.
The accord brings to an end decades of fighting on the island in the south of the Philippines, which has caused the loss of almost 150,000 lives and displaced nearly 2 million, both internally and thousands who fled as refugees mainly to Sabah. Mindanao, the second largest of the three island groups of the Philippines, is seen by many as a frontier of promise with bountiful resources, but set back by conflict. From the time of colonial rule in the early 16th century and through successive governments, the indigenous people of Mindanao have been dispossessed of their traditional lands. In the early 1970s, the Bangsa Moro people united in a struggle for self-determination.
Indefinite. Indefinite peace.
Oh, indefinite peace.
Okey. Jadi kamu rasa jika ada agreement ini bisa ada peace?
Bisa ada peace. Kami mau.
Malaysia had been pushing for a negotiated settlement in the decades-long conflict to ensure peace and stability in the area which borders Sabah. The Moro Islamic Liberation Front had been fighting since the 1970s for full independence in the resource-rich region, which they consider their ancestral homeland. There are 4 million to 9 million Muslims in the area. In his speech at the signing ceremony, Prime Minister Datuk Seri Najib Razak said the peace accord is not the end point, but a beginning. He said the agreement does not solve all the problems, rather it sets the parameters in which lasting peace can be found.
Thanks to the all people, all Islamic, all nations who are support to the peace process or to the agreement that we may for the peace process for this time. Yeah. So I may thanks again to all nations who are supporting us for peace and development on this area. Thank you.
After 4 decades, peace is within reach. It is no longer an impossible dream.
Non-violence and human rights.